Please help. I'm in need of advice. Please note all advice is based off my experience. Hope you enjoy the video and thanks. Hi, this is China B. I'm back with another video about advice for high schoolers and college students. So, just a little background on me. I was second in my class in high school, salutatorian, and I went to college. I went to a local college from where I grew up, and I graduated within 3 years due to early college credits that I had accrued in high school. So a lot of people ask me the same questions. What is your advice to parents, also to the actual student themselves, to be a great student in high school, and how can you get into a great program? So basically, I decided that I wanted to go to a local school because I wanted to have a new experience in my hometown. It was great. But I feel like for some people you have to get out of that space. If there are people that you used to hang out with, or you still do hang out with, that aren't going to be beneficial to your growth, then sometimes you do remove yourself from that area and then go to somewhere else. So one of the biggest advice that I have for high schoolers, college students, is to apply. You can never apply too much. Apply to programs that you don't even think you're going to get into. Because one thing is, a lot of people don't know what they want in high school. And they won't even know in college what career they want. But sometimes if you apply to career programs that you don't even know anything about, you might not even be interested in just yet. Sometimes that helps you get what you really want to do. Kind of gives you an idea of what it is. So after all of that, I decided, so I applied. I really feel like I should have applied more though. Also, you have to figure out what programs you have in your area. If you want to be a doctor, then see if they have some early assurance programs, which early assurance is, they'll, depending on the program, they'll look at this student's score so far, and they will allow for a seat in their medical class to be saved for this person with certain criteria met by the time you graduate. So things like that, things that people wouldn't even know, things that open the door to scholarships, because once they know that they're in this program, that means they're serious about this. And a lot of scholarships, they want to make sure that the person is serious. Also, on the idea of scholarships, you want to have great referrals or great references. You want the person to know you, and you want them to speak highly of you. A teacher of mine, she said, always ask a reference what kind of reference they would be for you, just to get an idea, because not every reference is going to be a great reference. Some people will, they may not have that connection with you where they see that you that hard worker that you are. So definitely make sure you pick good references that you can go off. Also, have letters. One of the best ways to do is have a letter from your professors, your teachers. Maybe you did a summer job, internship, all of that. Make sure you have it. Another note, volunteer. Volunteering, it helps you because you'll feel better about you're doing something with your free time. You're not just sitting looking at TV or just being idle. But it also helps someone else. Your network. You can always meet somebody volunteering that may be able to help you and kind of guide you to where you want to go in your career. I would say another thing about volunteering is be open to go into different volunteer areas. And also use your skills that you already have. If you're great at math, See if you can be a math tutor, because you already know the content, or you already have an idea what the content is. You know, you always want to be able to be prepared when you go into any situation. So definitely think about your skills. What skills do you have that you can put into this organization to make it better? Okay, after you've done all this, you're still looking. Find internships. Find places that you can go and say, hey, would you mind if I come in a couple hours a week and just shadow someone? Shadowing is one of the best ways to kind of get a look into what you may be dealing with whatever career you want to go into. So definitely shadow, because you'll have a better appreciation for the job you are trying to achieve. Also, you definitely want to make sure that the site that you do your internship, get to know some of the people, because these are also great people for references. Even if you don't get a job in that area, they still know, hey, they put the initiative out here to come and, you know, do those hours, because that's time. Time is money. You know, you could have been picking up a couple more shifts at work, but you wanted to make sure that you had more information about your potential career. Great. So you definitely want to kind of network. Don't be scared. One thing, do not, you just have to, first you have parents that should be able to help you, guide you to certain areas. They may not be familiar with what you're trying to go into as a job, but utilize them. Ask them, hey, mom, dad, do you know anybody that does a similar job? Do you know anybody that works for somebody that does a similar job? There's always a way to network with somebody that will be in a career that you're looking to get into. So definitely just kind of look at these things. And parents, don't be scared to, network yourself. Say, my daughter, she just loves, singing. And you might know somebody who knows the owner of a little cafe. You can say, hey, my daughter would love to come in, sing a little while. Do you mind if she comes in? That's free entertainment for them. They may say, hey, let's audition. And right there, she has a gig. She may not have been paid for it, but she's getting her name out there. So just get your name out there. Try not to be too fearful about the career choice. Depending on what religion, if you believe in God, pray. Definitely pray. Ask him, please guide me in the right direction to where I need to go. And you'll get there. And I will tell you one thing. Do not let people get in your head where your dream is tarnished, that you cannot even go to your goals because they want to try to down you and say, you can't do this, you can't do that. No, they're just saying that because they're not where they want to be in life. People that are where they want to be in life usually do not do that. Not everybody is your friend, and not everybody that you feel like you have a connection to really cares about you. A lot of people do not want to see people succeed because that makes them feel less than. Because if you're making, 80 grand and you're 25 and they were making, it took them to 50 to make 80 grand, they gonna feel threatened. So try to take it with a grain of salt. Don't let everybody get in your head where you can't even focus. You can't even concentrate. Just, sometimes you have to silence the voices. Obviously, if your parents are telling you maybe this is not a good career, figure out why they're saying that. Maybe they have an idea of why it might not be beneficial for you. And you can explore on your own. Hey, let me see. Is this something that really might not be for me? Or maybe it is. Maybe they can't see the vision. Because it's your vision. So God has put it in your spirit. what he wants you to do. So sometimes people don't understand your vision because it's not theirs. Another thing, when you're looking at college, you have to look at how profitable that career is compared to how much debt you have to get in to obtain that actual degree. And if you want me to do a video more about how to look at that, then we can definitely do that. But you want to look at and say, hey, from what you have already now going on, like scholarships, I don't know, maybe have some money that your parents saved for you. You need to see how much out-of-pocket costs will I have to do to obtain this degree. Now, some degrees, it's beneficial for you to do it. You will start off entry level 50, 60 grand where you can pay back those student loans. But sometimes you don't. You start off and you got 10, 20,000, maybe even more, because a lot of people have a lot of student loans. You have to look at, hey, is this going to be beneficial for me to go ahead and get this loan for this? Now, granted, I encourage everybody to go to school because that is a great experience. Even outside of getting a degree, it allows you to develop to where you're not thrown into a job too fast to where you can't understand and handle the situation like you need to. So I believe that it's very beneficial. But you also want to look at what can you do that will help subsidize costs. Can you go to a community college for your prerequisites? Some universities allow you to go to a community college for prereqs, and that'll save thousands right offhand. Can you take a part-time job just so you don't have to get so many loans to live off of? Because a lot of people have so many loans because they lived off of the student loan money. It wasn't just for, books or just for tuition. It was because they had to stay on campus, which can be expensive for somebody who does not have money or income coming in all the time. So you have to look at these options and just see what is the best. What is the best for me? And just look, and because if you're mindful of these things, and for the student loans, be mindful that you have to pay them back. There's also programs where you may not. You can do loan forgiveness. I don't know how the process goes for those. I don't know, have there been any changes in the recent years, but certain programs that you can get into, I know nursing, like teaching, and if you work in certain underserved areas, you can get some of your loan, if not all, forgiven. So obviously you got to look at all these. The next one, when you're picking your major, also look at what you're good at. Don't let it all be about money. Yes, you need to find a career that will make you enough money to sustain. But you also want to look at how can you get a career that sustains you, but would also fulfill you to where you're doing what you need to do to keep yourself happy, healthy, just out there. So just keep looking, keep figuring out, keep finding who you are. Because at this point, you're not really completely sure who you are. You have an idea and you hear more people talking and telling you, hey, you're this, you're that. Well, you still have to know for yourself what you are. Because some people's opinion of what you are may not be exactly you. You definitely just got to look at all of this and it comes with time. Don't feel rushed. If you need to change your major, you may have to. Some people have had to change their major. And so it doesn't, as long as you're making sure that you stay on a good path and doing your work and doing all of that, if you have to change your major even before you had to necessarily declare it, it's okay. It's okay. Just make sure you're doing what you need to do to get where you need to go. So, talk to your parents. Pray. if you got counselors, talk to them. See where they coming from. See, what is on your mind about all of this. And just relax, breathe. This is going to be an anxiety-filled time as it is, because you're going to be put in situations that you've never been put in before. But just breathe, relax. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You got somebody looking out for you. So, even if you don't have a human right there beside you, you got God. You know what I mean? So, just breathe. You're fine. It's going to work out. It's going to work out. Don't let fear stop you from doing what you need to in life. So, those are just a couple of the things that I was thinking about that I really wanted to share about how not to get so caught up to where you can't even think during your high school or early college years, even when you're about to graduate college, because there's plenty of people who went through college and still don't know if that's what they want to do. So I will be making some more videos on this. If you have some specific questions, just comment them. Subscribe, like, and share. Make sure to subscribe, because when I have a new video, then you'll be able to see them. If you have any other questions, just let me know. Just definitely comment, and then I'll get back to them, make some more videos. All right. Thank you for watching. I know it's kind of lengthy, but I really felt like there was a couple things I really wanted to get out there. Y'all have a great day.